It's a mediocre time with Tom and Dan.
Put some respect on my name.
Respect our name.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
You crack ass motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
Hey, good morning. Live from the beautiful Baldwin Park Studios, where they've been for almost 10 years. Or have we been? Has it been 9 or 10?
No,
it has been 10.
This 2026 will be the 10th year.
So
started in
on
2016.
like on January 16th or something, right?
Well, we got the studio.
It's written on the wall in there. It says like January something. And the cork up above our fire extinguisher for the champagne, it has a date on it.
Okay.
So you can get to the bottom of it if you want.
Yeah. I think we rented this place in 15 in like October.
Yep.
And then spent like 3 months and then like started recording in January. So it's been, I mean, technically we've had it for 10 years now, but I guess starting recording in January. 10 years.
Dawn asked, can we play some Bubba songs during happy hour? I miss that guy. I mean, we could. A lot of that stuff, unfortunately, because he submitted almost all of it, and there's a lady that's kind of preserving his legacy, and she submitted a lot of it. It will get flagged, which is good for him. You know,
okay.
Like, you can't, like, he was at the in the twilight of his years, he was tightening up his publishing. And there's a lady that's I've been meaning to talk to her about, like, because there's some songs that I played on that I'd like to get like a copy of. You know what I mean?
Well, what do they get flagged for?
Copyright.
Okay.
Like if you play it it'd be like any other piece of copywritten music. It's no different than playing Michael Jackson. You know, if you submit it to the right places. But yeah, I don't have a lot of that stuff though, unfortunately, Dawn. I'm sorry. Welcome, everybody. Let's see here.
It'll mostly be on YouTube or Spotify.
I think he put a lot of it on there, yeah. If I can find that lady, she has all of it. SJ's in here. Tracy, Ghost of a New Bull. Charles the Bugman. Hello, Charles. Ricky's in here. DeBerry Joe says it's really cold. What temperature are we dealing with, DeBerry Joe? What are we dealing with? Hey, you chose Charleston and a lady that we met. You chose your queen, buddy. You made your choice. You could have stayed here lonely and sweating, but now you're cold and you got a woman. I would take the cold in the woman, personally.
It's nice outside. I was running this morning.
You're a tough guy. Okay, I got our guy. DeBerry Joe, you're tough. You can handle it. Let me put our guest on here.
He is skinny, though. Being skinny and it cold outside is...
Skinny, though. Big dick. Long yard dick.
Is extra cold.
Oh, he says he might be getting out of lawns. What are you getting? Oh, he's growing weed now. Okay. Do it. Do it, buddy. I admitted our person. Oh, yep. Is it happening? There he is. Hey. How are you, man?
Hey, what's going on, Dave?
Hey, guys. How are you?
Dave,
good.
Hey, thanks so much for doing this, man. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Yeah, no problem.
I mean, it's always good when dying legacy media can invite new media on to keep your fire burning. I'm joking.
We're podcasts.
I'm trying to get
we're still relevant.
Podcast is a dying media form.
No. It's at the height. It will be dying. Actually, I don't know because
it's the new radio.
Audio, just regular, audio content will never. What?
I'm getting some distortion there.
Oh, okay.
When Dan speaks.
Oh, you're getting distortion. Does it sound too loud when I speak? Does it sound weird?
Oh, are you kidding me? It says your internet connection is unstable. What the hell?
Mine or yours? Let me look at mine. All right. Are you not?
Stupid internet.
It says my internet connection is unstable. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm looking at ours and it looks pretty good. But look, I'm not going to blame.
Let me try something. You know what?
This isn't you, Dave. This is
rather
us.
than relying upon the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, do your thing.
Rather than relying upon the Wi-Fi, let me try plugging into the actual router that can usually go a
Okay,
little bit faster.
there you go. There you go.
1 second.
I hate
in case it's
look,
mine.
Look, he has a nice
I don't know
camera.
whether it is or
look
isn't, but let me
look at his nice camera. It's like trying to find him now. He's got a super nice camera. You can see it like searching for him.
Oh,
Where are you, Dave? I'm looking for you.
the camera auto
Yeah.
focuses on
like
whatever.
one of those movable ones.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know. Yeah. Those are cool. Everybody wanted him to stand up because he does look very pro. They wanted him to stand up full dick and balls bush. Like the egg. Like the Tim Robinson egg. Full. What the hell?
The way.
It's the way he reacts.
Yeah. It's a.
Have you been watching any of it yet, though?
No.
Because you haven't had time. I get it. I guess it have to be a weekend thing. Let me make sure this is ready.
I'm already hearing you guys better, but let's plug in here.
All right.
And,
hey, man.
let's see.
Usually,
Let's see if this helps.
Usually it calms down a little bit once things start moving, you know. All right. Turn on my last machine.
Oh, I just jinxed myself there because everything you said there was completely warped and distorted.
Okay. So,
But I just plugged this thing in. It'll take probably a minute for it to connect.
Man.
But
all good. And if we
let's
need
hope
to
for the best.
reboot and circle back around, we can. Don't even sweat it. But I want you to be able to hear us. On this end, I will say that everything that would be recorded sounds perfect. So we're good there.
Okay.
Conway J says, just got back from Minnesota, went to a Vikings game. It was awesome. Cold AF, though. High of 9 degrees.
Oh, yeah. Minnesota.
9.
Rough.
Vikings, that's a sore subject. I started Jaden Daniels in one of my fantasy teams this week, and he got 2 points against the Vikings.
That's rough.
Yeah, that is rough.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
And I like Jaden Daniels a lot. I'm a fan. Is that any better? Will this work, you think?
I think so. I mean, at the moment, I can hear you. I spent a third-round draft choice on Jaden Daniels. The guy's been sitting on my bench all season. Brutal.
Yeah. I think it's the regression of last year, and I'd bet on him next year though because it makes sense
like
that
he's
he'll
putting it together.
But
and Ertz is out forever. Is that it? He'll retire now, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see what happened.
I don't
just
know,
heard.
but when a player burns me, I do not draft him usually ever again. Like I should have drafted Jonathan Taylor this season, but I didn't because like a couple years ago he burned me with a high ankle sprain, and I'm mad at him for the rest of his career, and I'm just shooting myself in the foot by not drafting the guy.
I like. I too apply. I apply
emotion's gonna make you
sensitivities
lose.
and emotions to my fantasy football.
it's all math,
Yeah.
Dave. You just get the emotions out of it.
Nah, I only rule my teams with emotion, and I kick ass at it. I'm really good at fantasy football. All emotional teams.
I hold grudges. I shouldn't hold grudges, but I do hold grudges.
All right, we do have a little Weird Job Wednesday song for you that is self-deprecating and makes fun of you. I apologize up front. I don't want to make you mad, but it's silly.
What's that about? It's not pointed at him.
No.
It's just
It
in
makes
general.
fun of like your job. We always do that. We like mock the people's job because like we mock our jobs 24/7. So if we're good to go, Tom, you want to start it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I don't want to waste Dave's time anymore. I appreciate you doing this, man. Thank you. All right, here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. You can see our guest. But before we get to that, I'd like to urge you to go over to YouTube, go over to Twitch, at Tom and Dan Live. Like and subscribe if you miss any of the shows. If you'd like to see recaps of any of our events or some Swervy Jones funny cartoons or recaps of anything that we do, you can find it on all of our social media at Tom and Dan Live.
We also have a new partnership with Surfshark VPN services, and that's so that you could visit any website you want if you live in Florida.
Yeah.
And we got a special offer, 4 months free. If you click through the ad, you'll see the Surfshark web ad. Click through that. sign up. It's super easy. It's essentially allows you to use VPNs from different countries. So therefore, you don't have to go through the blocked websites
you
that
don't
we
have
get
to
in
see.
Florida.
I believe her name is Sherry DeVille. If you're looking at a picture of Sherry
It's
DeVille,
easy.
then you're not doing it right.
And less than $3 a month.
Yep.
So check it out at tomanddan.com. We got some weird job today.
Okay, it is a weird job. We try to, make light a little bit of said job. You told me that this morning we are talking to an influencer or a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Here we go. Here's the song.
Everyone has a YouTube channel. Some people like to claim that it's a real job. You're just fucking around all over the town, making money from the big fat slobs. Slobs love YouTube, but that's not a job. You might be getting views, but you're still just a slob. Screaming like and subscribe while you act like a snob. Slobs love YouTube, but that's not a job.
Why would you insult the
It's not a job. Everyone knows
It
that.
is.
No.
You make millions of
It's
dollars.
as much a job as podcasting
Wait.
is a job.
Wait a minute. Is having an OnlyFans channel a job? If that's a job, then having a YouTube channel is a job.
Not
right?
a job. Neither are jobs. Neither are a job. Podcasting's barely a job. No, I'm kidding. It can absolutely be a job. And on the line with us right now, and it is this is a job for you. It is now friend of the show, Dave. You're gonna tell us about your YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, the name of my YouTube channel is Mad Traveler, and it is not my job, but it is a passion of mine. It's something that I do. I travel. Travel is really sort of my addiction. I call myself like a pathological traveler or a mad traveler. I wrote a book called Mad Travelers. That's where the name of the channel comes from. But it's basically me indulging my curiosity in places all over the world and filming it and meeting interesting people along the way.
All right, so tell us about the book and how'd you
Author's definitely a job. Let's start with the real job.
Yeah. So Dave's a writer,
Yeah.
YouTuber. And you may not be making money yet, but if you start making money, you probably switch over to this as your career, right, Dave?
Absolutely. I absolutely love doing this. It's so much more fun because there's no editors. I'm the editor. I don't have to pass anything by editors. So often, as a writer, you hand your stories in and it was going to be 4,000 words. And now it's 800 words because an editor has, and you have to also get the approval of editors too. Like if they don't think your idea is interesting, it doesn't even get published at all. I love my YouTube channel because I can put whatever the hell I want on it.
Yeah. The freedom of just, even something that's just a passion project or something that you want to do, and the freedom of not having a gatekeeper to tell you what to do is awesome.
Yeah.
And I checked out some of your videos, and all jokes aside, I like you have a very human style. Like I enjoyed some of the interviews and the human aspect of you talking to some of the people you were encountering in this in the one particular video I think Tom sent me. It involved a homeless camp.
Yeah, that's right. So there is a resort, and it was once the largest resort in Central Oregon. It is 3-minute drive from the south entrance of Walt Disney World, and it was a Hyatt for about 30 years, and then it was the Orlando Sun, and it was abandoned in 2012. And about 3 or 4 years ago, some homeless people started squatting there, and now there is quite an interesting community that has evolved there. There's maybe, I would say, a few dozen people living there. And I saw a few videos about this place on YouTube, and I was immediately intrigued. But the videos that I saw were focused on the place, which is visually very interesting. But I was more interested in the people. So I wanted to go there and meet these people and find out how they wound up there.
So now when you go to a place like this, like they're squatters and that you're going to be interviewing them, do you think there's any danger involved? Like, do you bring anybody with you, or is it you just show up and then
you bring a Negan bat, right?
Like, how does it work? You just show up and just start talking to people, and they're willing to talk to you on camera?
It's a really good question. So if you look at the comments section of these videos, and they're getting so many comments, people are all like, "Are you nuts? Why the hell did you go there alone? Why didn't you bring a friend, et cetera, et cetera? Okay. So I've been there twice now, and there's 2 parts to the story. And in part 2, I had nothing at all that I brought with me other than some dog treats. And in part 1, sorry, part 2, I brought some pumpkin pies and some whipped cream and some dog treats. So I had no weapons, no friends with me, nothing like that. I tried to recruit a few friends to go with me, and they're all like, "No way."
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, you've
Hold
done
on,
your
Dave.
research.
My
No,
wife-
he's done his research.
Hold on.
Everybody knows that if you're gonna lure a homeless out, pumpkin pie. They love pumpkin pie.
And
They can't-
dog treats.
They can't resist it. They can't resist
But
it.
so hold on, Dave. You're like, I'm going to this squatters homeless camp, the old abandoned Disney
I'm
resort.
taking some meaty bones,
I'm gonna take
and
some-
I'm taking a Publix. I'm taking 3 Publix
why,
pumpkin pies.
Why pumpkin pie and dog
Yeah.
treats?
Okay, so I'll explain. So first of all, the second visit was the day after Thanksgiving, and it was Black Friday when I went the second time. And on the first visit, I made friends with a lot of people there, and I told them, you know what, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. I'm going to bring you guys some treats.
You
And of
better
course,
come
you know,
back,
I
nerd.
assumed-
I don't know who that was.
I assumed that they didn't get any. I assumed that they didn't get pie on Thanksgiving because they're living in this rough place, right? So I'm like, I want these people to have some whipped cream and some pumpkin pie. The dog treats. So there's a hell of a lot of dogs living in this place, and I'm
Yeah.
a dog lover. And my dog loves these Publix bones that they make, these butcher like frozen marrow bones. My dog is addicted to these things, and I just loved many of the dogs that I met there. So yeah, dog bones.
Oh, I mean, you're a good guy.
I like it when homeless people adopt a dog
Yeah.
to take care of.
And the
because
thing I like, the
so-
second best thing to that is I like it when homeless people put an extra slice of pie in their pocket. I like it right in the pocket.
It's just like you already have a lot of things going on here
Yeah.
that you got to get together. Like, why burden
Yeah.
yourself with another like an animal?
I
to
know
take
what'll
care
fix
of?
that. Well, it's the same thing that couples do, right? When they're falling apart, they have a kid. You know, it's no different. We're all the same.
So, Dave, what was your goal to talking to these squatters in this abandoned Disney resort? Like, what questions did you plan to ask them, and what did you learn about this experience?
Planned. I don't plan any of these things. I'm not. I should do better with this, but I never arrive anywhere with a list of questions or anything like that. It's always just whatever pops into my head. And you know, when I arrived there, I didn't know if there were still any people there or not, because I had read that this company, the Myers Group, had purchased the property and that they were planning to redevelop it as a brand new resort in an entertainment district. Like if you Google Ovation Orlando, you'll see the website for this and the rendering. They're saying it's going to be the hottest new thing in Orlando in 2027. So I thought this company purchased it several months ago. So when I arrived, I was thinking to myself, okay, there's probably nobody left there anymore. I had imagined that the company was going to have the place fenced off and that they would have kicked all the people out and stuff like that. So as I was creeping around this place for maybe the first half hour or so on my first visit, I didn't see anybody. And I was like, okay, so this place is probably cleared out. Like, I really wasn't sure if anybody was there or not. So I didn't arrive with any list of questions or anything like that. I was kind of scared. You know, I was a little scared. I'm not going to be honest. I was creeping around the place wondering like someone's going to jump out of a corridor somewhere. I mean, it's kind of an very eerie and scary place. And the questions I ask are just whatever pops into my head. But really, I just wanted to find out if there were still people living there. I wanted to find out their stories of what are you doing here, as opposed to, you know, is there not like a homeless shelter, or why would you pick this resort to live in? And, you know, is it scary living here? I mean, are you able to sleep at night? Why here? How did you find this place?
And
you
I
know?
like some of the, and I don't want to spoil it, and I would urge everybody to go and subscribe to your channel and watch some of the videos. But I was like I was really surprised and kind of taken aback by some of the answers, the very frank and very direct answers from some of the people you were talking to. Namely, one young mother who basically looked right at your camera and was like, you're like, why are you here? And you're like, and she's like, mental illness.
Yeah, I know.
Drugs. She goes, drugs and mental illness. And I'm like, yo, you have it together. If you can get clean.
I was
with
like,
that-
I knew the answer to that question.
I did hear him scream, yes, got one. But no, like, seriously, that's a heavy dose of self-awareness.
Yes.
Like, if you can get clean, you'll be a success. Because you are smart enough to know why you are not lying to yourself.
Yeah.
You didn't lie to Dave.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
were, and so that lady, if you can get her out of there, Dave, and give her some dog marrow and we can get her clean, she'll be fine. Got to get her some help.
One of the ladies you're talking about, Bella, she cracked me up. So honest. You know, a lot of times when you're interviewing people, you're used to hearing so much BS.
Yeah.
I loved her candor and her honesty. I said, "So what are you doing in this place? How'd you end up here?" She said, "Drugs." One word answer, and then she just started laughing and
Yeah.
laughing and laughing. But you know, but how
Well,
did she
drugs
get
are
on
awesome.
drugs?
Yeah,
Then we
drugs
find
are
out.
great.
Well,
They make you
guess
laugh.
what? She was living in Tennessee. She was living in Tennessee, and she lost her home, and her daughter died in a tornado. Whoa. And then, you know, she had been clean for 15 years. She had struggled with addiction. She was clean for 15 years. Then she lost her home and her daughter in a tornado. She got back on drugs again. You're like, damn. The other woman you're talking about, Lisa, she had the mental illness. This woman used to work at this very resort. She was a concierge at this resort back when it was a Ramada in like 2006, 2007. You're like, whoa. And she was so articulate. She was like, wow, this is like a professional person. You know, this is not, you know, what you imagine a homeless person to be like. This is someone who's smart, who used to have a good job,
Yeah.
who worked at this very resort, and now she's living at it. So these people's stories were amazing.
And were they living in the actual resort rooms? Like where
Yep.
were they actually living inside the resort? Where were they using the bathroom? Did you ask them about any of that?
Yep. So yeah, they basically commandeered rooms in this place, and the mattresses and all the furniture were left in this resort. So there's literally, this is the thing you notice at this place. There's mattresses and tires everywhere. So like basically every tire shop in Central Florida, you know, you pay this tire disposal fee, but the tire shops are going to this place and throwing their tires there. So there's tires and mattresses and furniture everywhere. So they've been able to clean up rooms for themselves. And, you know, in the one case, Lisa and Tom, you know, two of the main characters in part one of my story, they've cleaned their apartment up, the room really nice. I mean, they've got like all this, they've got a really nice little, they've got a nice little bar for themselves. The one guy, Tom, is Irish. So I said, joke, this is Tom's Irish pub you got here. His you know, his girlfriend has like a nice little area of the room that she calls her woman cave. I said she's got a larger selection of makeup than like a
weird
Mary
name.
Kay,
Oh, sorry, the
you know,
woman cave.
cosmetics franchise would have. She's fixed the place up. She's got like Gucci and Chanel boxes.
Yeah.
Like,
No. I knew that was coming because I heard it start to go.
did you?
No,
Okay,
he's
okay.
there. He's
There
there.
it
He
is.
wasn't
Okay.
frozen. Yeah. But anyway, we're battling a little bit of
You lost?
an internet issue. Can you hear us at all, Dave?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, no, I can hear you just fine. I was just saying that, you know, that this woman, Lisa, she fixed up her room beautifully.
So now, like, is there any, you know, you mentioned that there's someone purchased the resort and it will probably end up kicking these people out. And I watched the video, so did Daniel, and they mentioned that, you know, the lady said when you see bulldozers coming,
You better get out.
You better get out of here. So are they just waiting until someone eventually kicks them out, and they're just staying until that happens?
Yeah, well, the people that I have gotten to know at this place, they're hoping to get out before the bulldozers arrive, like preferably because they want to be able to salvage their stuff. They're trying to save up to get storage units so they can find a place to put their stuff. So yeah, they want to get out before the bulldozers, but not like 5 minutes before the bulldozers come, you know? And so I've been also trying to reach out to the company to get some answers from them about when that will be, so that these people have, you know, enough fair warning. But yeah, that's what their plan is. They obviously want to get out, and they'd like to get out like today or tomorrow, but a lot of them just don't have the cash to go anywhere else. So their next step for a lot of these people are going to be just getting a tent and you know, finding a place to, you know, to camp. But they hope to have storage units too, because some of them have, you know, all their belongings in their rooms.
So, and how'd they end up, like you said, one of the ladies used to work there, and do the rest of the people just randomly find this place through word of mouth, or how did that work?
Yeah, so for example, I'll tell you about Matt, for example. Matt's one of the main characters in part one of the story. Really interesting guy, struggled with drug addiction and a lot of other problems. He came to the resort for a job. So there's a lot of valuable stuff in this resort, especially when it was first, you know, abandoned, especially like copper wiring and other stuff. So he saw a job advertised at this place. There was some company that was actually hiring people to go in and strip this place bare, especially if it's copper wiring and it's other valuable materials. So he and some of these other people actually came there to work there in the beginning. And he says that he and a bunch of the other people got scammed. Like at first they were getting paid for their work, and then a whole bunch of them got stiffed and just ended up living in the place.
Huh. I mean,
Wow.
the tell at the first tell is a company that's stripping copper wire from an abandoned building.
Yeah, not the most reputable. You know,
That's two steps lower than solar. What is your
wait a
company?
minute, that's my autobiography. Is called Two Steps Lower Than Solar.
Yeah, what's
You're
your
not allowed to steal that.
What does your company do? I take copper from abandoned buildings. Like, okay.
Is it?
Right.
Do you do it legally?
I think company might be an exaggeration on my part, right?
True.
They weren't hired by Microsoft or some other blue chip employer to do that.
Yeah.
Now, look, going back to your book and your traveler book and what you like to do traveling around. Like, do you prefer going to places that are not that many people know about? Do you like going to where do you prefer to travel?
The short answer is everywhere. I don't just go to offbeat places. I also go to famous places too, but I do love offbeat and unusual places. Like, for example, you talked before about, was I scared or did I feel any sense of danger doing this? And I go back to, for example, this summer, there's a series on my YouTube channel about my travels around South Africa. Like, we were in South Africa this summer. And I didn't just go to the famous touristy places in South Africa. Yes, I went on a safari, so I did the famous stuff, and I went to Cape Town. But I also visited some of the supposedly most violent and crime-ridden townships of South Africa as well, too. So if you look on my channel, you're going to see me visiting probably some of the poorest and most violent places in the world. So I had a little bit of training for this. It's my curiosity in it, and I can't avoid going to these places. And I swear some people might doubt my motives and think, oh, you're just doing this to try to gain attention on YouTube. That's actually really not true. I go to places like this because I have this sense of hyper curiosity. Other people can satisfy their curiosity by just reading an article or watching a YouTube video, but I like to actually go places to find out, how do people live there? How do they survive? Like, what's it like living in the supposedly most dangerous neighborhood of South Africa? Like, I really like to do these things.
Did it feel like you were in a very dangerous place? Do you have any things that stick out that were tells that you're like, wow, this is dangerous?
Sketchy.
Or did you find it to maybe be only dangerous in name and that you actually felt kind of comfortable?
Yeah. I mean, the latter. And the amazing thing was, now, of course, I'm a little bit of a chicken too, because I didn't go to these places at night. Like, a bunch of the people told me, I went to these places during the day in South Africa. And a lot of people were like, if you came back here at night, you would be mugged for sure. They were quite candid about that.
Yeah.
But going there during the day, and each time too, I had guides. I found local guides who live in the neighborhood to show me around. Like, I'm not wandering alone in these neighborhoods. If you watch my videos, what I did was I tried to find people who live there and say, hey, will you show me around? When you're walking around with a local person, it was amazing how nice people were to me and how friendly they were. And it didn't feel that dangerous to me. The poverty was heartbreaking. You see people living in these places, no electricity, no sewage, no toilets. By the way, you asked me, where do the people go to the bathroom? And I apologize, I didn't answer your question. For the most part, they're just going to the bathroom outside. In some of the neighborhoods that I visited in South Africa, they rely upon porta potties. They do not have running water in these neighborhoods at all either there too. So the situation people are living in is crazy.
So, Dave, I'm curious of the business aspect of a YouTube channel. We've talked to other YouTubers before, and you got to have a lot of views to start making any money and start monetizing it. But there's other ways to monetize YouTube, and people do it for promotion. People do it to sell their books. And
I'm sure you get people that even reach out to you via email, because that's a business too, where YouTubers get inundated by people that are like, advertise my product.
So, do you have any plan for monetization?
No, not really. I'm not, super focused on that aspect of it. What I really want to do now is just tell really interesting stories and sort of just build up a fan base. I wish I'm struggling for the right word there. I wish I had a better word for that, but I'm not thinking about that at the moment. All the monetization stuff, I get all kinds of offers from people in Bangladesh or Pakistan that want me to pay them to have better SEO and all kinds of better things. So I haven't gotten, any offers. Nobody has reached out to me saying they want to advertise on my channel. Maybe the content that I have is not the kind of stuff that advertisers want to place themselves next to, because I focus on, some crazy dark stuff. But not focused on that at the moment. I just want to find really interesting stories and see where it goes from there.
So, Dave, I'm curious do you have a plan if someone does try to rob you? Or because I've always thought about this. Is it better to keep some sort of money in your shoe? That way, when they're like, give me your money, nerd. And then you're like, I don't have anything. And then they get
we know you do. It's in your shoe.
I always think they get mad if they try to rob you.
Give me the money in your shoe, nerd.
And you're better off actually giving them something and they'll go away rather than just keep telling them you have nothing.
You know what
and
I do?
then they
like, give me the money in your shoe. Now kiss me on the lips, nerd. Kiss my lips.
So
I'm not going to take it too far, but I'll make you kiss my lips.
Do you have a plan?
Yeah. This is a great topic. Let's talk about getting robbed. Okay, so part 2 of this video, the guys, from the squatter camp, they said, "Hey, could you give us a ride to get some cigarettes at the racetrack? There's a gas station just down the road, blah, blah, blah." So I was like, okay.
You're going to end up kissing some lips.
How could you? I know. How could you say no if somebody just says, "Hey, could you give me a lift somewhere?" Right? So I was like, all right, let's go to the gas station.
I'm really good at being like, no, I'm not comfortable with that.
one thing leads to another, right? So I'm giving these three homeless guys rides. We're riding around in my car. One thing leads to another. First there's the gas station. Then there's a guy that owes them money that we need to go pick up. We're running around to liquor stores. Before I know it, one of them brings a prostitute, picks up a street hooker.
Yes.
And there's a prostitute in the backseat of my vehicle. And things got a little crazy.
And they start doing
Then he started referencing a gun. Then he started referencing that he's licensed to carry a gun. And I was thinking, holy shit, man, I got a guy riding shotgun in my car that I really don't know. I just met him. He's picked up a street hooker. He's talking about having the license to own a gun. And I was thinking to myself, I've made such a big mistake here. They're making all these pit stops. Did they just pick up drugs? Am I doing a drug run now? What if we get pulled over? I'm thinking to myself, this is insane. Why am I driving these people around?
Why am I kissing this guy?
That's what I'm thinking right now, Dave.
My wife was like, you are not going back to that resort again. What the hell? Of course, as
you
soon
were
as
kissing a man, you were driving with a hooker,
too.
they had a gun. What is wrong with you, Dave?
As soon as I mentioned prostitute too, my wife was like, you are not going back to that resort again.
Yeah, I know. But you want to. It's calling you, isn't it? It's calling
you.
So anyways,
so here's where I was going with that, right? So I'm looking at all the comments on part 2 of the story, and people are like, are you nuts? That dude, the guy Mel is the person in question. They're like, Mel was going to rob you straight up. You're like, you are so lucky you did not get robbed, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know. I have no idea if anybody was thinking about robbing me or not. He did ask me how much is the camera worth.
Let's rob this nerd. Hey, let's rob this nerd, dog.
In answer to your question, do I carry money with me? Yes, absolutely. I do have money, but I don't carry a ton of money with me. Like in South Africa, for example, I didn't bring my ATM card to those neighborhoods and stuff. I did bring my phone and I brought some cash, but not a ton of cash. Less than $100, maybe 80 or $100 I'll bring, and not my ATM card.
Okay. Yeah, that way you can't be forced at gunpoint to empty out everything. You have what you have. Yeah, I probably wouldn't carry anything that they could really access. Do you carry a weapon at all, or do you feel like that?
No.
Yeah, no mace, no brass knuckles.
It's my thing, no.
Right.
To me, it's I have to judge people's character, And if I feel freaked out by a situation, I should just get the hell out of there.
Okay.
I got to place a certain amount of trust in people. If I want to tell people stories and go into communities like this, you know what? There's a certain level of risk. I'm not bringing weapons to interview people. I just don't want to do that.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
So, Dave, I could see this YouTube channel getting more and more popular the more and more dangerous place you go to.
I thought you did a great job. In fact, I watched the entire video, and I don't do that. I'm not your guy, but you got me. I thought you did an awesome job.
If you start going to Baghdad or some favelas in Brazil,
they're so packed.
Places that people are you shouldn't go just because the look, you got a great look for going to dangerous places because it's a fish out of water. This guy can't go to the most dangerous place in Brazil.
I'm going to give you a compliment. You know what you look like? You look like a really good TV dad.
Yes.
Like you look like a good-looking good man, like a good dad on a show where there's only one redeeming character, like a One Tree Hill. You look like the one good redeeming character is that one dad that was awesome the entire time. He never did one bad thing. That's what you look like. Uh-oh, I killed him.
Well, thank you for that. I don't, I read all these damn comments that I get on YouTube, and I'm telling you, I don't usually get compliments like that. You know what people were talking about in this last video? I don't know how many comments I had where people were pointing out, okay, I went to this place. I didn't have water with me. I was totally dehydrated. I was talking for hours. I had like some spit or something like that on one of my lips.
And they were like, "He's got spit. What an idiot!"
I can't tell you how many comments I got. I can't tell you how many comments I got. People can be awfully mean. They can be very nice too, but they can be kind of cruel. I probably had like at least a dozen comments of people saying, "This dude's foaming at the mouth. What is that on his lips?" Like, man, give me a break, people.
Leave him alone.
But in answer to your question,
kissed that prostitute.
Tom, I'm not just gonna be a Mr. Danger channel.
DNA.
I don't want my channel to just be about visiting. It's not just going to be about visiting dangerous people and dangerous places in answer to your question.
Gotcha.
It's places that I want to go to that I'm curious about. Some of them are going to be nice places. Some of them might be crap holes. Some of them might be dangerous, whatever. But I'm not just going to go to dangerous places.
Give us one. Do you have one? But
I won't stay away from them either.
Right. And I like that. I like that. Do you have any? Like, have you had any sticky situations where you're like, man, like other than that one, have you had any other ones? Or do you find that most situations are not, even if the people are claiming it's dangerous, they're just not, it's just not that dangerous?
You know what felt a little dangerous? I don't know. You didn't watch my video about interviewing the Grand Wizard of the KKK, did you?
No, I didn't. How do you know my grandpa? No, I'm in joke mode. I'm sorry. I'm in joke mode.
So if you watch a video from this summer on my channel, I went to Arkansas, and I wanted to visit this place called Harrison, which has been labeled the most racist town in America.
Oh, I do. I have this queued up. I have this saved. This is your video.
Usually, I think these things are such BS, so I really wanted to go there and meet regular people. I was prepared to really debunk this idea that there is such a thing as a most racist town, because I think most people are really nice people and they're not racist. Not that there aren't racists there definitely are. But I thought while I'm there, I got to also interview the leader of the KKK, because that's where this came from, of why this is the most racist town.
Yeah, you come for the racists, you stay for the Grand Wizard.
But I didn't have his email address or phone number or whatever. So I just started talking to people in the area saying, hey, where is this guy? Where does he live or whatever? And they pointed me. They gave me directions to his house. So I literally pulled up in the driveway of the leader of the KKK without any appointments or anything like that. And I ended up getting to interview this guy. And I was a little nervous about that, because I thought, I imagine this guy's heavily armed. And again, I do not have a gun, nothing like that. I'm just showing up at his house. There were dogs barking. And I was a little nervous about how that was going to go.
Why? Because you look like one of his guys. I mean, I just got to say, like, why are you nervous at all? Like, you walking up there, it's like, oh, that's the guy I like.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's got a lot of people that
they don't like media.
Yeah.
They don't like media. KKK does not like media. And I'm not a traditional journalist at all, but just even identifying yourself as such. I mean, imagine if you're in the KKK, you're not a huge fan of media. And
they like some more than others.
Yeah, there are certain guys that like them.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they like a Nick Fuentes,
But so anyway, I'm interviewing this guy, right? And he asked me a question. One thing he was trying, I was trying to interview him, but he wanted to ask me questions, this guy. And if you watch the video, the question that he keeps coming back to
Have you been kissing a stripper's face?
No, he kept saying, name one white neighborhood you'd be afraid to go to, or one white area you'd be afraid to go to. That was his gotcha question. He kept asking me. And I kept saying, dude, you should look around my channel. I'm not afraid to go anywhere. I'm not afraid to go to white neighborhoods, black neighborhoods, wherever. But, we got into a big, long discussion about fear. And that was really surreal. I was getting a tour of the KKK headquarters just outside of Harrison, Arkansas.
They do tours? My God.
So yeah, I've had a lot of weird adventures on my channel, and that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. And it's weird because, I thought what's really weird is the way the internet works. And I thought most people would have like a very strong anti-KKK kind of stance, as I do. But the way the internet works is you find a lot of weird people, and a lot of people think I was too hard on the leader of the KKK. I got a lot of questions, a lot of comments, negative comments.
He's just a child.
They're like, calm down,
rude.
Barbara Walters. Like, start throwing some softballs here.
This has got your journalism. You set this guy up. Like, what? He's the leader.
People said I was rude. People said I was rude. I thought people were going to critique me for not being rude enough, for not punching him or spitting in his face or whatever. But, you know, the internet's a very strange thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it doesn't surprise me that you went in there trying to just kind of play it straight, right? You went in there to kind of just ask him what you want to know and not play it either side. And then, of course, you're going to get, but as long as you liked it, right? Do you feel comfortable with the job that you did interviewing this, Grand Wizard? Did you feel like you did a good job journalistically?
I did a decent job. Sorry about that. I did a decent job, but inevitably, every time I watch back, my interviews and when I'm in the editing process, I'm never 100% satisfied with my performance. First of all, I interrupt people too much. I cut people off. I could always improve. Every single time I go through and edit my videos, I always think, I wish I would have asked this or that. And I spent several hours on the drive back from the KKK place saying, oh, I should have asked him this, or I should have asked him that. I would rate myself on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 6. I did a decent job. I wish I had done better.
Yeah, I got you.
Honest answer.
I like Dave. I like Dave's channel. I subscribe to it. I
rate myself a 10 every show I do.
Yeah.
So maybe I should be a little
Thank
more.
you.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
So Dave, what's the next location that you're gonna go to?
All right. Well, I'll give a little teaser. So, I just learned about this place called Miracle City, although I think it's changed its name. Have you ever heard of it? It's a community that's apparently entirely made up of registered sex offenders.
Oh, of course they call it Miracle City. Let's throw them off the scent. What do you want to call this place? It's filled with sexual predators. I don't know. Let's call it Miracle City.
Let's call it Toys R Us. That'll attract them,
Free bikes. Let's call it Free Bike Land. Bikes for all kids? I don't know.
Can we call it
clunky?
Fricandi?
Fricandyland. Welcome to Fricandyland. I am the mayor. You can sleep in my bed.
Where is this place?
Guys, let me ask you. So it's somewhere on the East Coast. I think it might be in Palm Beach County. I can't remember. I'm just at the early stages of planning this, but I got to ask you guys for some advice. I'm a little worried about doing this, not for my own personal safety, but I feel like it's such a obviously controversial and sensitive topic. I feel like how am I going to strike the right balance here? Like, I'm a little worried, like people are going to be all over me if I don't ask the right questions or I say the wrong thing. But my curiosity is just, I read about this place and I'm like, holy shit, there's a community of entirely made up of registered sex offenders. That's insane.
Well,
so I want to go and
don't
see it,
dress like a little
nervous.
girl. Or a little boy. Honestly.
Now I was gonna go the opposite. I was gonna say dress like a little boy. So when you're interviewing them, it's condescending.
You know what I want? Go with a classic look. Go with the little Donald Duck hat and a jumbo lollipop. That's what I like. I like the 3-foot lollipop and the little Donald Duck hat.
Well, I feel like the sex offenders are going to be less welcoming than the KKK guy.
Or the homeless folks. I feel like these guys, because they know what they did was wrong and they know that we hate them, that you going there is like instantly they're going to be like, what the hell are you doing here? I feel like they're going to be on tilt.
We shall see, guys. I have no idea what to expect. There's some sort of a charity or NGO or something like that helps these people when they get out of prison, and that's how the community, I think, was founded. So I have reached out to that organization, and they said that they're considering my request. So if I'm either going to have like something completely set up where I'm going to have somebody and they're going to show me around, I'm going to interview them, or if they refuse my request, I'll just go there and randomly talk to people.
I bet
I
they
don't know how
refuse.
it's going to go.
I have a feeling.
I'm too curious. I got to go.
That's a rough charity to be involved in.
Would you like to give money to help sexual offenders get back on their feet after they get out of jail? I'm like, no, I would not. Easiest thing.
Well, they asked me. They asked me, I sent them the interview request via email, and they responded back and said, they were very suspicious of me, as you could imagine, as they probably should be. And they said something like, will you agree to advocate for blah, blah, blah? And I said, no, I'm not going to advocate for anything.
Should
That's
be
not my
suspicious
role.
of the people you're working with.
Yeah, that's not my role is to advocate for anything. And I said, I'm going to interview you. If you want to advocate for something, go ahead and advocate for it. So I try to be really honest. I'm not going to like set up an interview on false pretenses,
Yeah.
Well, Dave, it's been great talking to you today. I appreciate you telling us about your job
Yeah,
and
man.
about what you've been doing.
It's fascinating, and congrats on the channel. It really is good.
And plug your channel real quick so people know where to find you.
Mad Traveler, and that's Traveler spelt the American way with one L. I get my friends in England, over in Europe, I guess they spell it with two L's. Mad Traveler with one L. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Great to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too, man. Thank you for the time. We hope to talk to you again sometime soon, and good luck with that, okay?
Would love to.
Yeah, hey, be safe, all right?
Say that again. I lost you.
Oh, good luck and be safe.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
right.
man.
See you, Dave. Well, we'll never see that guy.
Yeah, he's as good as dead. That guy's as good as dead. The pedophiles killed him. I'm not walking into I'm not walking into Miracle City. What is it, Miracle City?
Yeah. Now, like,
What's the miracle?
I'm gonna start
that there's
following.
a city of pedophiles. Is that the miracle?
Like,
I'm fascinated with it too. Let's do a show live from Miracle City, Tom and Dan.
Also, there's something about Dave that's interesting because he's not polished and he's not like a traditional journalist, and it's like he's
sweet.
very amateur.
He's very nice. He's a very nice man. But I do like instantly when I look at him, I want to push him down a flight of stairs. When you look at him,
I think that saves him from
Yes.
because he's unassuming and unthreatening.
You want to bully him instantly. Did you not
Yeah.
when I popped up the Zoom and we had some some internet issues, I believe, on Dave's end. But when I popped up the Zoom and you saw Dave, and he's a good-looking dude, did you assume, like, oh, look at that nerd, I want to push him down? That's what I thought. I'm like, oh, this guy.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more corporate time.
All right, buddy.
Perfect. All right.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Miracle City way worse than Magic City.
Yeah, I was going to say, my God, what a place. I've never heard of Miracle City. What up, buddy?
What's up, baby? How are you?
Oh, I like the hoodie. It is Magic hoodie season. I finally got a new hoodie. Finally got a Magic hoodie.
I need one.
I need a Magic tattoo, too. I am thinking about that. Maisie said no more tattoos, though, and I'm kind of letting her guide my look.
So here's my thought. Chinese lion.
Yeah, hold on. I'm turning on your mic. Go ahead and get it in front of you so while you're talking to me, I can set you up good.
Let's see. Hello.
Yeah, you're good. Keep talking.
Yeah, I want to do like a Chinese dragon or a Chinese lion. You know how they have the poofy face with the streamers coming out of their nose, but with Stuff's face instead of the lion face, like as a chest piece.
That would be pretty badass. I do love it when people take existing logos and then like kind of put their own spin on them. New Era did that with that one hat, the pinstripe one I have, where they did the Magic logo, but then they stuck the ball in the center of it, and it looks awesome. But it's not a real logo, you know. I mean, it's just weird.
When they were doing that artist series, I got a poster that's like the serpenty Chinese dragon that's all stuff colors.
I got a couple of those somewhere in my Magic
I like
hoard.
that kind of stuff. All right, that looks good.
Dan, nerd stuff happened to me yesterday. We did the Magic Youth Foundation Golf Open at Reunion.
Yeah.
And just people were coming through.
Who'd you meet?
Anthony Bowie. From back in the day,
That's
remember?
a big get.
So listen.
That's a big get. I'd never met Ant.
Listen, I stood in line.
At one time, he had one of the fastest, like, second or third step. Like, that dude was, like, he could launch to the moon.
I stood in line, and I told him this story. I stood in line when I was a kid and got his autograph. It's either on a hat that's in my back room or a basketball that's in my back room.
That's badass.
But he lives very close to me. He likes our restaurant, and he told everybody they got to come down and get the schnitzel.
He's a good
down the
dude.
street.
God,
literally.
He was one of my dad's favorites. We liked Bowie.
Donald Royal.
We loved Donald Royal. I may have mixed up that step. It might have been Donald Royal. Donald Royal was fast as fuck. Boy.
Also got one of his.
It may have been Donald Royal. I think I did.
They were both really similar players.
But they were great
lot of
players.
defense,
Like
a
right
lot
off the bench, boom! You knew you were going to get something.
Right.
You knew it.
Yeah.
And my dad was always second. He always liked those guys coming in second team.
Brian Shaw.
Oh,
Daryl
dude.
Armstrong,
Yeah,
Heart
yeah.
and Hustle.
Daryl Armstrong, met him many, many times. He's a sweet
Bo
guy.
Outlaw was there yesterday.
Well, Bo is he should just be made the face of our, and
But
he kind of is, right?
But he was in golf mode yesterday. He's what do you got? I'm like,
don't bother him when he's getting ready to be. He's those guys. That's the one thing that I like about him. They never lose their competitiveness. I have a video for my wedding of Nick Anderson that my buddy Justin got me, and he was at a charity thing too.
Sure.
And he said, hey, to Nick Anderson, he's like, hey, can you do a quick video for Andrea and Daniel? Now, he did it, and it is my wife's most prized possession because Nick Anderson's her guy. But you can tell how uninterested he is in doing the video because he's in the middle of probably paying for some money, and he is a very competitive man. So
we met him at the draft party where we drafted Paulo, and he was a super chill dude. I got pictures with him.
Where's that one go, T? That was
that's Wednesday 1. Yeah.
Wednesday 1.
Was he a Weird Job Wednesday?
Yeah. He's a YouTuber.
Nice guy.
I agree with all the statements you said, though.
yeah. Just he goes around. Well, he goes around, to these squatters camps and like you go in South Africa and goes to with just weird random places to interview people but he has the right, I guess, personality and character for social media content because it's like he's not like polished professional. Like
he's approachable.
He's a little bit amateur in the way he's
harmless.
And harmless.
You want harmless is what you want. You don't want anybody thinking you're there to like he just looks like he ain't gonna beat you up or like come at you or judge you. He's
have an agenda.
Okay, he's driving around so homeless people are prostitutes back there.
You have that gene though. You'll drive homeless people around and help them out.
Modern day Jesus right here.
I will not do that. I was like, I don't even want them in my car because they smell bad. It never gets that far. But you and your wife will drive. The chat room was saying that they were like, their vans will drive homeless people around.
Yeah, there was a time.
You're better people
when I was closer to the homeless.
You feel like you need to give back.
Like, I had a random lady jump in my car at the stoplight at Winn-Dixie by my house there one time and asked me if I needed any pills and then asked if I had any pills.
Did you get her number? I need pills.
Do you have them or not?
And I'm like, you need to get out of my car right now, bro. She's like, okay. And just got out of my car. I'm like, what the just happened?
Also, specify the type of pills because that's how widespread.
Birth control pills. I don't need that.
No, thank
Yeah,
you,
I've got some Claritin. I've got my Tylenol.
Hey, I got some Zyrtec.
All right,
T.
Let's do it.
You start, please. Where's this go?
This is Tuesday 3.
Tuesday 3. Here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Chef Pat and Eric here from Hollowbox German Restaurant.
What's going on, guys?
How
you
guys
heard
doing?
the serene. That means that another successful Krampus wrestling extravaganza.
For sure, sure.
Can we walk through it a little bit? Because I was not able to come. But I saw multitudes of photos. There were some special surprises. So take me through the evening. If you have, are you going to do this again? Am I like? Is it too early to say?
I think we're locked in for next year.
I had a feeling you might be from the number of people that wrote to me and said it was a damn fine event.
Yeah, it was incredible. The crowd, the crowd is what makes it.
Yes.
Like everybody came out dressed up. We had all different people. We had the Krampus fanatics. We had the wrestling nerds. Those guys were awesome.
Some professional wrestlers.
Yeah, we had the Sanford locals out there. Like the crowd is what really brought it to like the next level.
Yeah, and it looked great. All the photos are great. So when you put together something like this to preserve, obviously, because I know you're both like wrestling guys, you don't want to do it half. Well, I know Pat's a wrestling guy. Eric's distancing. Okay, I didn't mean to cause a problem. Eric is distancing himself from it.
Yeah,
I apologize. I don't want to cause any rift here. Eric's like, I'm not a hillbilly.
Look, all the wrestling guys are mad at me because I'm like, this is a Krampus event that happens to have wrestling.
Okay.
You know, 'cause I want the Krampus guys to still feel welcome. You know, I don't want it to take over. You know, I still want it to be.
Pat, do you agree or disagree? How do you feel?
Yes.
Okay. Fair.
So I like it for both reasons. Yes, it's a Krampus event that just evolved into having wrestling with it, but also as the wrestling part of the duo.
Yeah.
Man, that stuff better go good.
I do think though that this, out of all the because there's a lot of wrestling events around here, like local ones that you can go and see, and some of them are really good. But this one I love because it is like, it's almost like cookie cutter cut for like, oh, okay, you gotta have Santa Claus. It reminds me of the old South Park original that got them to where they are now, which was Jesus versus Santa Claus. That's what made them, right?
And then
and every year when you guys do this is what, second year, third year?
Second year with the wrestling, yeah.
So when you were doing it originally and now you did it this year, I always think, I'm like, oh yeah, Jesus versus Santa Claus. Like I always, there's something about Krampus versus Santa Claus or Grinch, like.
We had a Grinch match this year.
I was telling Tom about this.
Yeah,
so tell me about this.
So Grinch match, pretty much the Grinch came into town with a bag of gifts that turned out to be not so nice gifts. It was, soap and toilet paper that he tried to explain to the audience how to use. It's one
I was
of those
real
old
worried
bits.
the city of Sanford would be upset about that, considering there is a little bit of an odor issue with our wastewater treatment facility going on.
Was he doing like a whole bit? Like
It was a whole like a Randy
like,
Kaufman type shtick.
Let me tell you about Sanford, brother.
Well, he's
This
like,
place stinks like
this-
crap, brother.
This is a
Let me
bar
tell
of soap. You
You know-
use it to wash your dirty selves with, and like that.
If
And
there's
then-
one thing I know about Sanford, Florida, it P.U. stinks. Right? And look at all these fat idiots that came out to see me, right? Did he do the full thing?
I mean,
100%.
yes,
I
but
love that.
in Grinch, he
Yeah.
very much Grinch gimmick,
Yeah,
the
he
whole
rolled.
shtick.
He rhymed. He did it all, man.
I knew I shouldn't have missed this. This
And
is my
then,
dad's favorite thing in wrestling is when the heel comes into town and tells everybody that paid money that they're fat, their wives are disgusting.
My turds are growing 5 times bigger.
So actually, Chef Pat had to go and pick up the Spirit of Sanford Christmas. Mikey Spandex, who's a local guy, and we rode up
know
on
Mikey. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We rode up on Ride Lime and cut through the crowd on Ride Lime, the golf cart. Because that's very Sanford thing, right?
Yeah.
And
That's
cut him
definitely
off
Sanford.
mid-speech. Chef Pat had a hot mic.
Just hold it right there,
I-
Chris. You hold it there
100%.
one damn minute, brother.
I said you must have been born with your brain 3 sizes too small if you think you can roll into our town and talk like that.
Yeah,
and
get a
then,
pop.
and then like, pretty much get me a ref. We're gonna have a match right now because that's not how it's going down. And Spandex came in and whooped his ass.
Yeah.
He represented Sanford. He did a great job.
Oh, I love it. I love that you guys are weaving real politics, real city issues.
And then we had 2 rock bands in the middle. We had a match.
Okay,
a
describe
band.
some of the rock bands because I don't know if Tom saw them, but these are rock
So,
bands that we would be interested in.
Band
because,
number 1,
Yeah.
Mangy Bones. They are.
They're like a Halloween. Halloween is like kind of their vibe.
They're
like,
very, alternative rock, heavy metal rock type stuff, but very Avenged Sevenfold. I don't know. Bert might get mad at me. One of my cooks is the drummer for the band.
yeah, don't make your cooks mad.
Genres are.
Yeah, don't compare any band
Right.
to any.
But yeah,
they're
they
nothing like
definitely
Avenged.
definitely had a Halloweeny feel to it for sure, which fits our event. And then the second band is Varinger.
yeah, they are like Nordic, like death metal. Is like
Okay,
you know,
Tom.
And
that's
again,
the
one of
thing.
I
our
love
Yes.
Nordic
one of
wizard
our
metal.
Tom does.
bartenders is the guitarist in there, Liam, English Dave's kid.
Really?
Have you seen them? Have
No.
you seen the way they look? They have the full.
Oh,
they,
yeah.
They look
he
like
wears a black kilt and they just black out their eyes
Yeah,
and just
it's cool.
Okay.
big
so-
giant hair.
We need to do something with them. I'm gonna put that out into the universe. I know
I
events
love
are hard
wizard
to
metal.
do, but an event where maybe we get our wizard, your wizard to come.
Hold on,
Maybe
let-
we all dress like wizards or something. I don't know. Maybe we do a wizard fest or something. I don't know. But there's something
Wizard
that-
Can we
Fest.
get that guy to get the Grand Wizard?
we can get the grand wizard. I'd like a wizard fest with no grand wizards. You know what? Let's nix wizard fest. You know what? Bad idea. Bad idea.
Well, not that wizard, but I like
Yeah.
how you.
Is that what we're calling it? Wizard fest. In parentheses, not that
Hey,
wizard.
we did a shot of Jägermeister with Neville Longbottom yesterday, so yeah, he was out there.
Neville Longbottom? Who is that?
From Harry Potter.
That'd be-
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, he's been.
I don't-
He's always at the Magic games. And they're like, "Look, it's Neville Longbottom."
I don't.
They'll
I
announce
didn't even
him.
know. I didn't know.
They put him on the screen all the time, and they'll be like, "Neville Longbottom," and you'll always hear around me at Magic games. You hear someone, "Neville what?" And it makes me laugh and laugh. There's nobody doing. Like people don't know who that guy is. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
some,
with that
some
guy.
British guy sitting on the side, they're giving him one of those. Who's that? Who's the designer that does all our crazy NBA jackets? You know the guy?
Jeff,
Duvin or
Yeah,
Jeff Hamilton.
Jeff
or something
Hamilton.
Like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He's
yeah,
got,
yeah.
like, we're gonna give Neville
like
Longbottom a
100
Jeff
jackets they
Hamilton
do a
leather
year.
jacket. They give
No,
him
it's
the
just
most,
one jacket, and everybody that takes
Oh,
a picture
really?
wears it. I think.
Yeah, they give him like the most like this is a jacket that's too rap for Jay-Z to wear. And they give it to Neville Longbottom. He puts it on. He's like standing there on TV. Oh, it's hilarious. So funny.
So you guys had St. Nicholas at Hollabox. When was it? The other day?
St. Nick's Day was Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday, yeah. And but you had the traditional St. Nick, which I
Right.
like, and not the the
very religious.
commercial Santa
I like
that we
my
all know.
Santa, more Pope, less Coke.
Tall bishop's hat, big
Yes.
big gold staff.
Pope,
like,
not Coke. Pope, not Coke. That's what I say.
In my mind, we have 3 characters. There's obviously Santa Claus. Everybody knows him. Then we have Saint Nick. He's our edgy wrestling Saint Nicholas.
Okay.
And then of course we have Saint Nicholas, who is the
proper.
Pope-like, the one who gives gifts to the kids. He's the real sweetheart of the group.
We have a friend, not to tread lightly, we have a friend who is a DJ. He wrote boy band songs, and he's also a dancer. And he does a DJ buff, like sexy Saint Nick.
Yeah,
He's
like
the ladies like. If you guys want to add to, I got a guy. If you want like buff boy band dancing, like 6-pack Saint Nick,
That's amazing.
I got a guy. 100%. I got a guy.
Oh, D. Nickel.
Yeah, we got to get him in here to talk about the Santa thing.
Yeah. He looks like DJ Santa.
Yeah, he's like DJ Sit in the mix.
That's a good Wednesday thing for holiday season.
And he does the whole thing where the lady's like, "Ah!" and he's like, it's a D in a box. He does the whole thing.
So, explain to me what Christmas in a cup is, because
Hold on a second. That sounds like...
Because I look at it, I'm like, what liquid is that?
Are we talking about Glühwein?
We're talking
Glühwein.
about
Yes.
we have to be.
Yeah,
I got that right, too, and I even said it right this morning. I was like, Glühwein.
Glühwein. Yeah, Glühwein is a mulled red wine. So we take a nice red wine and mix it with some orange liqueur, some oranges, some spices, warm spices like cinnamon and cloves and star anise, and don't boil it, but bring it to a little steam, and then serve it.
Yeah, you told me how to do this. You actually
So it's
gave
hot
me
wine.
some wine.
For
I
sure.
did this at my house with all the stuff that he gave us. This is years ago.
Hot drunk's a different drunk.
Dude, I
Hot,
was telling
spicy
Tom,
wine?
I was telling Tom, it's great. It's too great. You got to be careful with it.
It needs to be cold out.
I went real heavy on your hot wine that you gave me, and I blew my shoes off. Blew them right off my feet.
Is it traditional German holiday beverage?
For sure.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, one year, Chef Pat and I, we were doing the Sanford Tour of Homes that just happened.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
we were sampling Glühwein, and it was like one for you, one for us. And
It was cold out. You
we
got to
were,
stay warm.
We had a really, really good time that night.
It hits you like a Santa sack filled with toys. I remember the first time I had Glühwein, I was a little boy.
It's like cough
And
medicine.
my parents were wassailing, you know.
Yeah.
They were doing the caroling. Also called wassailing, I guess. I don't know why they call it that. And all the adults were dressed to the 1000s. They had the traditional Dickens hats, and the ladies had the bonnets with the piece that, you know, you tie under to keep their hats on. And they had the muff that you put your hands in, and all the men had the long coats, like they looked like they worked at, you know, for Scrooge. And my
Okay.
dad was dressed. He had his mustache like all, and his beard. They would do it all up, and then they would, and I only know this now because it's what we do as adults, but they would drink this hot wine and get blasted while they were singing.
It's a hot wine.
Walk around, drink hot wine.
Yeah, they would just walk around DeLand, Florida, like going door to door, singing carols for people and drinking hot wine.
So I also saw that you guys did some World Cup stuff, and I imagine that next year Hollabox is going to be a hub for World Cup matches, correct?
For sure. Germany just got their group, so we kind of know who we're playing. Do we have the dates yet? Did they release all
we
that?
do, yeah. It's all in June. I don't have it on the top of my head, unfortunately.
No worries.
But yeah,
but
we're planning on a good summer.
this year with time zones too, we should be able to show like 90% of the World Cup games too. That'll work out for us.
It's going to be
Yeah.
better this time.
You know.
100%.
And we need Germany to win their group, which they should be in line to do. So and have a deep playoff run. That'll be really fun.
Who's in your group? Do you remember? Who's in the U.S. group? I forgot who was in
U.S.
ours.
I don't know, but Germany's got Curacao, Ecuador, and one of the Algeria. Or
Ivory Coast.
Ivory
actually.
Coast. Ivory
They'll be
Coast.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Côte
Germany will be
d'Ivory,
fine.
yeah.
But I know we were getting a decent draw too, U.S. But I didn't see the fourth I didn't see who came in last for us, but like so far, I was like, oh, I think we can handle this. So maybe it'll be a spicy World Cup, man. I'm looking forward to it.
It would be
It's always
great.
surprises me too how many United States fans we get because those games fill up just as much as the Germany games.
Yeah.
Well,
at
you
our
want to go to
place.
a nice place to watch the games. They take a decent amount of time, and you want to go to a place where you're eating good food. So I would
You
suggest
can get a big giant beer and sit there and watch the game.
Yeah.
It's the atmosphere.
Correct.
Hollowbox. Like you
Yeah.
want to watch.
Feels more
World-
European.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
feels
yeah,
more
yeah.
European.
100%.
Like not that I don't love our restaurant, but being there so often, it's hard to go there on my time off sometimes. Man, there's not a place I would rather watch a World Cup game than back at the restaurant with a bit burger and a pretzel.
No, 100%. Like Theo was gonna be there. I
yeah.
remember last World Cup, I was watching a match and Theo was there, and we were hanging out. Like maybe like
Was I
8
there?
years ago.
Was
I don't
I
know.
at that?
I don't know. We were taking shots with
I
Theo.
do remember, yes. I do remember
watching
drinking
soccer.
with Theo during soccer,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember much else after
And then
that.
anytime we score, we do a boot.
yeah.
Well, multiple
Maybe
boots
that's
now
why
in the
we
crowd.
don't remember it.
It
though.
happens.
And Germany, notoriously a great soccer team. So
So, real quick for New Year's, do you guys do anything at Hollowbox?
Yeah,
It's actually called Sylvester, and that's one of Eric's.
it's my
big
favorite
things
event.
every year. Yeah.
did you
Okay.
see his
Yeah.
eyes light up?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I did.
I don't think
I was
I've
so
ever-
excited.
What do you mean
This-
it's called Sylvester?
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
talking stupid old
Yeah.
wrestling right now.
Right,
we're
yeah,
talking
get out of there.
Sylvester.
We're not even talking Thuffer and Thuckatash,
Yeah,
right?
so it's great. So we do we count down at 6 p.m., which is midnight in Germany. So we still get the full countdown. We show the fireworks over Brandenburg Gate. We have a fortune teller, Sabina. She'll come around
Whoa.
and they do this cool lead thing and they drop it in the water, and whatever shape it is, it means something's gonna happen to you next year.
Oh, so you throw some mist. Oh, yeah, this
Yeah,
is good. This is
yeah.
a fun event.
Yeah, it's super cool. Chef Pat has lentil soup.
We
is
do
always
lentil
a
soup. It's
tradition, yeah,
traditional.
And we get people who love to do New Year's, but also love to go to bed at 10 p.m. So not only do we get the Germans, but we get those guys too. So they get the full
We
experience.
close a little early
beforehand.
so our staff can get out.
You might
and,
get the Dennis family. You play your cards right. This sounds awesome, dude.
and we play a traditional movie.
Oh yeah,
or a
Dinner
short
for
film.
One.
A short film called Dinner for One.
Yeah.
It's a traditional thing. It's a British film, but they watch it in Germany. I'm sure it played on TV
So
in the
this
50s
is like
or
a
something.
real German New Year's tradition that you guys execute at the restaurant.
Correct.
Oh, dude, this is
That's
awesome.
awesome.
This is awesome.
Or if you want to do New Year's a couple of times, add us to your night.
There you go. Oh, that's right. You pop in,
Yeah, because it's-
partake, and then you can
Go out
home.
around town for
There
sure.
you go.
so you get there like at 4:30, 4-ish, and then the countdown starts at 6 because it's German New Year's. So that's
For sure.
awesome. That's awesome.
That's smart.
Well, Chef Pat, Eric, anything else we need to promote? Like you guys are.
I just want to say one more thing
Okay.
about
pull the gun out.
about
Pull the gun out.
about
Shoot.
Krampusnacht and how there was my favorite part of the night. We tried to bring Saint Nick back into the ring, have some beers with him, Krampus and Saint Nick to bury the hatchet, and then Chef Pat decides he doesn't like that and gives Saint Nick a big stone cold stunner.
I told Tom
right
this.
in the middle
You
of the
didn't
ring.
believe it.
I saw the video.
I don't think Tom believed me at first when I told him this. He's like, Pat wouldn't do that. Pat is a professional chef at one of the best restaurants in town. He absolutely did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, your form was pretty darn good. dude.
I watched a whole 24 minutes of Stone Cold Stunner compilations that morning.
Yeah. Did you practice
pretty
on
much-
kiddos? You
pretty
practice
much
on your wife
professional.
and kids?
I mean, I've got years of Trampoline King experience from when I was
Yeah,
a child.
yeah.
So
Now, were you a little afraid of your reputation taking a hit, giving Santa a Stone Cold Stunner?
Actually, no, because it's a Krampus event, and that was a Krampus crowd. And number two, I put fear in the hearts of my employees because they know if they talk crap, I'll stun them.
Yeah, right there by the fryer. It doesn't even matter. He'll
drop,
do it anyway.
drop you on the kitchen line right
He'll
now.
do it anyway. Doesn't even care.
the line cook doing some prep work. You stun 'em.
Well, no, you got to do the move. See, I would imagine that if you were using it on your employees, it would be the move where you're like, hey, you're doing a really good job because you got to butter them up.
Right,
And you
right.
got to get them on your side because the way that Stone Cold always did it, it was always like he was like almost going to pay you a compliment or he's going to not be bad.
Or give him the beer. Give him the beer.
He's like, here, let's drink a beer together, kind of a thing. And then he's like, kicking the balls, the whole thing.
And also, like, jumping up as high as you can and then landing on your ass.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's hard.
On
like,
your butt spine.
Like, a lot of people, that's
so
gonna
actually
stun them.
had a conversation earlier in the day, and I will say that was the part I was dreading. But when you guys both know when adrenaline kicks in, stuff's not as bad as it normally would be. Like if you just fell down on your ass right now, or if you're up in there in the moment, falling on your butt, a little bit different, just the way your body works. But yeah, no, honestly, it was fine. We walked through it in our minds a couple times. And, we
but
kinda,
you can, like 2 days later, you're walking a little funny because you're, you just had to stun Santa Claus.
I'll never let it be known.
Yeah,
so.
I wouldn't let people see me limp.
Well, again, Hollebox German restaurant right there in downtown Sanford. And if you're looking for some traditional German stocking stuffers, some gifts, like the Haribo gummy bear wall.
Haribo gummy bears. I just brought some home for that exact purpose because I wanted to make sure I had them.
Yeah, ornaments, decorations,
and
the outfitters.
Lots of new T-shirts too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are great. I love the new designs. Oh, I didn't even notice that one. I thought that was an actual. Oh, look at that Hollermania shirt. Look at this. What's it say? Where
Gemütlichkeit runs wild.
What is it? What is it called?
Gemütlichkeit.
Hey, look at that guy.
Great.
That was really good, dude. What if you speak German fluently and never knew it?
10 years in, I think that's the best cold pronunciation I've heard of it.
What if he just started spitting German? He's like, where does this? Well, how do I know this? That would be amazing, right?
They're like, oh, it's a brain tumor. That was the worst.
But those are the best brain tumors. The ones where the lady is like, oh, what's your brain tumor do? Well, mine's cancer and I'm going to die soon. What's your brain tumor do? I have a British accent. That's the best brain tumor.
Chef Pat, Eric, thanks for coming by. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I love you guys. Hey, tell Theo we said happy holidays.
For sure.
And we will be right back.
Boom. All right, great job, y'all. What's up, guys? Hey. You can sit down. Make yourselves at home, please.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Tom.
Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Love you, buddy. Love you, buddy. Be good. Be good. Go Magic.
Go Magic.
Go Magic.
You guys going out tonight or?
No. I can't. I'm pretty much locked around here until holiday time. And then
come down and grab anything for stockings, let us know.
Oh, appreciate that, man. Thank you.
If you want to, let us know.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, don't please. That couch is so deep it eats phones. See y'all.
You guys can come in.
All right. What's going on, guys? That was Tuesday, right?
Yes, Tuesday 3.
Tuesday 3.
And we'll put this Tuesday 4.
9:25, audio.
Actually, we'll put this Tuesday 2.
Tuesday 2.
Whatever you're comfortable with, Alan. You just need to be able to have them within range.
Yeah. Tuesday 3.
All right.
We brought you goodies.
All right.
So Mac will explain this.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I appreciate you guys being here, man. It's good to see you guys.
Hello.
Daniel, good to see you.
Mac.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. How are
What
you,
was your
sir?
name? I'm sorry.
Mac.
Mac. Oh, I love that name.
Thank you. Named after a laptop.
All right. Yeah, Mac's gonna need a sec to set up.
Yeah. Take your time. Take your time. We are on Twitch and YouTube. I just like to tell people that so people are watching you set up.
Any waters or anything?
You need a water, Mac?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
I would like one, please, if you don't mind.
And I'm
Because
gonna
if
drop
I turn
the
it down,
AC
I'll
too.
need it.
Let me see if this works. You guys been well? Everything
Sure, I appreciate it.
plugging along nicely at the
Yeah,
Science
never a
Center?
dull
Yes.
moment.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
We had our skate bud back
How'd that go?
last weekend.
It was wonderful. I was
Yeah.
with them all day.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I heard good
He's
things
so-
about it.
He's so cool.
We have a lot of listeners that, luckily, now because it does matter to me, because it allows us to talk more about it. They will report back if they're going to something,
That's awesome.
and Tracy's real good about collecting that stuff too.
Yes,
She's
she
like
is.
better than good at it actually. And I try to send her everything too. Like if somebody says like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I went out and I got this," we try to kind of collect all of that. Well, good man. I'm really glad that worked out well.
Nothing, we're getting ready for the holidays. We got some cool dinosaur stuff going on, and
Dinos and
then-
lights,
and
man.
There's some lights.
and then
How many years have you done Dinos and lights?
we're closing in almost 10 years.
I was gonna say, it's gotta be a-
2017.
I'm gonna change this camera so we can see a little bit more of what you're doing, actually. Because this camera is actually good enough where if I jack it up just a touch more, yeah, that's way better. And then as long as you just hold stuff up, you'll be.
Oh yeah.
Yep, perfect. That is
Once I
perfect.
can.
There, let me back this guy down a little bit. You got big holiday plans or going out of town? Anybody? No.
I am. Yes, we are are going out of town the week after Christmas.
Nice.
But we will be in up until, the big day. Family stuff on Christmas Day, and then on vacation the 26th through the end of the year.
Oh, Shudo in the chat room. Thank you so much. I appreciate you letting me know that. U.S. is in Group D with Paraguay, Australia, and the UEFA playoff.
Oh, goodness.
There you go.
Do you need anything? Do you need me to hand you anything?
No, I'm honestly just gonna put some of this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can make yourself at home, do anything you need to do. You can't hurt anything in here.
No.
We are at your disposal.
All right, and then there's a pair of headphones here, Mac, for you, so you can hear everything that's going on.
All right. Tracy says hello.
Hey, Tracy.
All right.
I don't know what any of us would do without Tracy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
no.
We love some Tracy. We love her,
Yes.
love her, love her. I was telling her that this morning.
Yes.
I wrote her like a really gushy kind of a text where I was like, you know what? We were very lucky to get to work with you.
Yeah.
I like her brain.
Yeah, that's fine.
Underutilized creativity.
Yes. Yeah, I think she uses a portion of her brain that I don't. You know, when you hear like people, you only hear like 10% of your brain.
Yeah.
I think Tracy's using like
EJ says she's
65.
overrated. I like EJ, that's the funniest thing you've ever said. That's very funny. Get her, EJ.
That's funny.
I like that EJ's
You're learning.
Yeah, he's falling back into his old Miami University college bully. And how good did that feel, EJ, when you bullied a woman? How good did that feel? All right, T, you want to start?
Sure.
All right. You guys look great.
And this will
Can you
air
hear
tonight.
okay? Does that
Yeah.
sound all right?
Yeah.
Is it too much,
Yeah.
too little?
No, I can hear you okay.
Okay, because
All
you're
right.
number 3. And
All right,
she's
and
number
it's airing
2.
tonight?
Yes.
Tonight,
All right,
tonight.
okay.
Yep.
So we're talking, it is airing tonight.
Yeah.
Just pretend like we're live and you'll be good to go. All right. I think we're good. All right, Mr. Van.
Sure.
Here we go. In 3.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Jeff and Mac here from the Orlando
Hey,
Science Center. How you guys doing?
A big blast for Jeff and Mac from the Science Center. It's the holidays.
So let me first start by saying if you're looking for a great gift this holiday season, a membership to the Orlando Science Center, it works out for everybody,
Yeah, do you see
including
his
our
eyes?
family. Like,
Do you see the freak out in his eyes? Do you know what that's called? That's a
Yeah.
dad who's done with stuff. Look at how
If you-
angry he is.
Yeah.
He's so done with plastic garbage and buying it that he's all about adventures and fun.
if,
Yeah, we can deliver for you.
Yeah,
Then.
no, yeah. If your grandparents looking to give your kids' family, like they got 2 kids.
What do we
like,
do, Science Center?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
give them just throw them the website in a text.
Because you're giving them the gift of always somewhere to take their kids or somewhere to go and do that. It's always changing.
Hot outside, Science Center. It's raining outside, Science
There's
Center.
always
I'm
events.
bored, Science
yeah,
Center.
Yeah. And it's not some toy that's gonna end
it
up
is.
in a landfill.
Yeah.
Or some video game that is sitting there rotting their brains.
You've been screaming this all Christmas.
Yeah, it's no screens. It's anti-screen. You know, they have quality screens at the Science Center, but not those type of screens.
Not personal screens.
Not the whole
personal screens. You got to share these
Yes,
screens with
yes.
humans, with other humans that
Yeah,
are waiting
yeah.
in queue.
I just thought I'd say that because I really do believe that's an awesome gift to give someone.
I agree as well. And with the number of events that you guys have been putting on, and the number of events that you guys put on that are either free or limited amount of money, or if you're a member, it's already included, or that the cost is very reasonable, we appreciate that.
Well, thank you, and we appreciate you guys being fans and sharing the word. We kind of consider buying a membership as like giving the present of being present. It's an opportunity
You should
to
steal
come
that.
together with the family and have some real quality time, do something really special, and you're going to learn something too.
Yeah. And it changes. It's
Yes,
kind of like
yes.
that's the beauty of it. You're not buying a membership and then you just get one set level of exhibits. Now these things are constantly being massaged and changed and moved out, and new ones brought in, and new movies and new
Yeah, and
there's always something new.
There is we're gonna have a big year in 2026. A lot of events and exhibits.
And I keep forgetting Life.
Yeah. The Life exhibit is phenomenal.
I
yeah.
say like the last 7 times I've talked about the Science Center, I haven't even mentioned that it's just chock full of animals, sharks, alligators, birds, monkeys,
Yep.
sloth.
Yeah.
Is it still Izzy? Or did we get a new one?
Izzy is still ruling the roost, and we have the agouti family, which is like a South American guinea pig. They just had a baby.
It would also be cool
Yeah,
like if you just
so
let
that's pretty
one,
cool.
like one Volusia County family, or like our Central Florida family rather, that lives in there. And it's just like, hey, the Jenkins family lives inside the life exhibit.
We have a new promotion for spring.
Yeah. Win a chance to live in the science
win a
center.
month living in the life exhibit. We'll put a tent in there by the sloth.
So this season and going on right now is Dino and Lights.
Yeah.
Dinos and Lights. And basically what floor is it? Is it the third
So
or
fourth
floor?
floor.
Fourth floor, all the dinosaur fossils. They have Christmas lights on them. There's a display that happens every
it happens about every 30 minutes.
30 minutes, and
It's like Margaritaville.
Yeah, yeah. It goes off.
Did you
really
know that
cool.
originally this event was called Dino Lights? But then J.J. Walker sued the science center because he's a horrible person.
IP,
he doesn't like
man.
science.
He's got to protect his IP.
He's anti-science, that J.J. Walker.
And also, Fossil Fest is going on December 27th and 28th, and Mac was going to tell us about Fossil Fest.
All right.
What is Fossil Fest, Mac?
So Fossil Fest is our.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sorry about that, closer.
We forgot to get the mic in there.
Yeah. Sorry, let me swing that around for you, Mac.
It's all good. I'm loud. Fossil Fest is our specialty weekend that we have in December, where we're able to showcase a bunch of new and like specific programming that we don't normally do during the month or even during the year. So we bring out a bunch more fossils than we normally do. We have a bunch more programming, shows, demonstrations, pop-ups, all kinds of stuff, where if you have a young paleontologist at home, like this is where you bring them. This is the time of the year where you really want to come and interact with our staff, myself included.
That's awesome.
And I get to talk about dinosaurs all day, so it's definitely my favorite weekend of the entire year.
Do you find that the hands-on stuff, at least I know it is I think it is for you and I in here, when we get you guys coming in, when we get like Dino Jimmy in here, the stuff that we can hold, the stuff that we can touch, the stuff that like, that's the stuff to me that makes it so we don't have like weirdos that don't believe in science. You know what I mean? Like it solidifies it when you can see the fossil in there, or you can see whatever they brought to you and you know it's an authentic. It's like, okay, this is real proof. You know, like this. I don't know. I love it.
Well, I could hold a blaster from Star Wars.
That feels real too.
The heart of Tafiki.
I did have someone 3D print me a heart of Tafiki. I have Tafiki. Something Tafiki.
So let's talk about fossils. So I know you brought some stuff.
Oh yeah.
And go ahead. And,
show whatever you want to show us. Come on, let's fossil it up.
In the spirit of Fossil Fest, I actually did bring a few dinosaur bones.
All right.
So first, I'm going to bring out this guy. So this is actually one that I dug up in South Dakota. So I am a part-time paleontologist, which is a fun little addition. I go out usually every summer in either June or July. I go out with a private dig team, and we get to dig up a bunch of fossils, and sometimes I get to bring stuff back. Which
How long
is really
have you
cool.
been doing this? You're so young. You don't look,
I know.
You look like you could
have
be
you
like
been
18 years old.
to dinosaurs and fossils since you were a little kid?
No. So this is my honestly love story with the Science Center. So when I started working at the Science Center, I needed a hobby. And there's a group that meets there called the Florida Fossil Hunters. And there's actually a poster on one of the display cases that says, this is where you sign up for that.
I've talked to them before
absolutely.
when they've been set up, and they have megalodon teeth they found in Peace River. A lot of stuff they found in Peace River.
Yeah,
Yes.
Peace River is a hub.
And I'm like, I'd go and hang out there with my friends. And
I'm a
drink beer.
fossil hunter too.
Yeah, if you're not afraid of gators, there's a lot there.
Yeah. When we're not,
We let our kids swim in
we
there.
do. We do let our kids.
Really?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Just
If
when
you
it's
saw,
there.
like honestly,
Right
if
at
you,
dusk.
if you saw how close the gators were to our kids, the listeners would
fine.
abandon us in droves. But we don't share the photos.
I feed them hot dogs.
We keep it very private.
I'm joking, I'm
I
joking.
wrap my child in bacon.
So that's how you became interested in fossils through the Science Center?
Yeah, so I actually went to sign up for that group, and I truly accidentally signed up for the wrong one. And I ended myself on a plane to North Dakota to meet with real paleontologists to dig up actual dinosaurs.
Wait, so you accidentally booked the trip?
Hold on.
You fit this show. You brought the right person, Jeff. Jeff always brings the wackos.
I'm thinking of you.
Yeah, you bring these wackos in here for us. We're wackos.
I know the brand.
You do know the brand.
When
Thank
did you
Jeff.
find out you were going to South Dakota? Through the security line, they're like, "Oh, this ticket's so."
Take your shoes off, ma'am.
Yeah, it really was. So I went on this website that I assumed was the right one. And it was basically just submit a little blurb about yourself, why you want to join, and we will contact you if we want you to be a part of it also. And I got an email back a couple days later. They were like, you scored an interview. And I talked to someone in the Florida Fossil Hunters, and I said, hey, I got an interview. And they said, we don't interview to be a part of our group. So what did you sign up for? I said, I have no idea. I had a Skype call with these two people I'd never met in my life, and they said, we dig up dinosaurs. Do you want to do that? And I was like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I did it accidentally. So one of the things that I like to tell kids when they come to the Science Center is if I can do it accidentally, you can do it on purpose. And these are the things you need to look for when you go out in the field.
So there was nothing intentional about that?
No.
Did you know anything about fossils or dinosaur fossils or anything before?
I could probably name 6 dinosaurs, and that was because they were in the exhibit hall with me at the time.
All right, okay.
Man, you fast-tracked your Science Center
I
journey
absolutely
really
did.
fast.
And
Absolutely.
and during your first trip, you found a fossil?
Oh, absolutely. We found many. That was actually one of the best seasons that I had. We found 9 T-Rex teeth, which was cool. We never did it again, but we found a lot that first time.
You found 9 T-Rex teeth? That's awesome.
Yeah. The smallest one was about an
And
inch
she had
long.
no idea where they were. I found some shark teeth.
And you don't have a T-Rex tooth necklace? So that's the first thing I'd make.
Yeah, the first bone that I actually saw out in the field, I tripped over. I didn't know what it was.
Oh, you
I
are
mean,
so
when I
great.
hand something like this, I'm going to hand this to you guys.
Yeah.
What does this look like to you?
It's a rock.
It absolutely looks like a rock. Now, technically it is. That's part of the fossilization process.
Look at this guy.
But that is a piece of a metatarsal of an Edmontosaurus. So that's actually part of a toe bone. It's about a quarter of the size of the real thing.
I like to smell them because I feel like it's me smelling a dinosaur.
Probably smells like dirt, but close enough.
But you know what I mean? Like that's the closest I'll ever get to putting my nose next to a real
you're
dinosaur.
touching history right
It's
there.
awesome. I love that,
So
man.
how did you even figure out
Thing's
that
really
this
dense.
was the fossil of a dinosaur tailbone?
There's a couple ways that you can figure that out. The first way is when I started, especially, I relied very, very heavily on the people that were there with me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was looking for. I had never seen a dinosaur bone, especially in situ or in the ground, and I needed a lot of help. Once you do it for a little while, it does get a lot easier. I kind of looked at that and was like, oh, I've dug up 5 of those before. I know exactly what that is. One of the ends of it kind of has this ripply brain texture that you find in those toe bones. And so I immediately did know what it was. Another thing that helped is that it was around a bunch of other Edmontosaurus bones. So we had a little site that we called the graveyard because it was just littered with bones of all kinds of different dinosaurs. A lot of Triceratops material, some Pachycephalosaurus material, more Edmontosaurus material, some really cool stuff.
So there are a lot of dinosaur fossils laying around in this particular area because I was under the impression that it was rare at this point in time in 2025 or after 2000 to find any dinosaur fossils because
Right.
I would have assumed that everybody has already gone through and picked out the best ones, and it's like finding conch shells
Yeah, it's
nowadays.
like going thrift store shopping. I'm trying to find, a Def Leppard Hysteria shirt, and so is everybody else out there. right?
So is it rare or are they laying around everywhere?
Well, these were found in the Hell Creek Formation, which is one of my favorite words, very fossiliferous. Basically means there's a lot of fossils everywhere. This is where most of the dinosaurs in the Dino Digs exhibit hall in the Orlando Science Center were found. So
It should be said like this: fossiliferous.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It has to be said like that.
And
if it's not said like that, you're saying it wrong.
Yeah, you're right. So Stan the T-Rex, Hell Creek Formation. Our Edmontosaurus, which is the same dinosaur that these are from, Hell Creek Formation. It spans from Canada into the United States. It kind of goes through like that middle section. So North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming. It goes really far down, and there used to be a seaway there, and part of the necessary ingredients to become a fossil is you need water, and that's very convenient when there's a seaway down the middle of the United States. So there's a lot of dinosaurs that got fossilized there. Now, if you go to other places like Florida was underwater. We don't have any dinosaurs. So it depends on where you are. And another convenient thing is most of the fossils are under the ground. So if someone hasn't dug there, their fossils are still there. They're not as... there's a lot of them. There's a lot of dinosaurs. hadrosaurs and Edmontosaurus specifically are found in something called bone beds. They lived in big families and most of the time died all together. So there are piles and piles and piles of these bones all stacked on top of each other. And so if you find one, there's a chance you're going to find another.
So
I want my family to die together. Just a thought. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was writing that down and I said it out loud.
All right.
I was writing it down and I said it out loud.
Why the hell did you say that?
I don't know.
Dan just made things dark.
Yeah, they call me Danny Darko.
It's the holidays, man. It's called Fossil Fest.
This is a party.
I love that Jeff's now, he's in on it now.
So Mac, now can
love
anybody just go to this area
Jeff.
and look? Like, do you have to have a permit? Because I imagine that anybody from the surrounding area would want to go and get some dinosaur fossil for themselves just to have like a T-Rex tooth.
And you don't want people destroying it. I'm imagining that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Is it policed in some way? Is it walled off?
Yeah, well, it depends on where you're digging. Many places absolutely are protected. In Florida, you can actually get a fossil hunting license. You can either actually get it through a link on the Florida Fossil Hunters website, or I believe through the University of Florida. They also have a link where you can get those.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah,
my
they're
wife,
cool.
me, my wife, my kid, we're all nerds, and we signed up and we got Maisie and a real fossil hunter's permit. And to make it real nerdy, the stuff we found at the Peace River with you, they categorized, wrote down, and sent their report in. Like
Yeah.
you're supposed to
God.
do. You're supposed to
do that.
You're supposed to do that. And my wife told my kid that they're supposed to do it. And once she'd said that, there was no way of not doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
my kid's a rule follower. And all she had to hear was that the government needs her fossil report. And she was stepping and fetching.
I told my kids, this is America. We can take whatever we find. I'm not permitting nothing. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's all good. I do think that that's a... Sorry.
Matt's a little scared right now.
Chat room loves you, by the way.
I appreciate it.
They love you. They love you.
So like this particular place, there's a lot of fossils. You go there, you find your first fossil, and immediately are you now in love with paleontology, fossil hunting?
And lit
was
the
that-
fuse, right?
Was
Absolutely.
that it? Okay.
It's definitely a slippery slope when you get to see your first dinosaur bone. The first one that I ever found was so fragmented, we'll never know what it was. It was a long bone, but not a long bone. So it's like not part of an arm or leg, but it was just long, probably a rib bone, but it was in a bazillion tiny pieces, and that happens with fossils too. But seeing my first Rex tooth, actually getting my first fossil out of the ground, it's addicting. It really is.
Are you allowed to keep it?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Because of the type of team that I'm on, there's two different ones. So you're either affiliated with an institution like a museum, university, college, and they send you out on dig trips. That's where you're going to do a lot of that documentation and a lot of your sending in reports. Or you can be a part of a private dig team, which is just anyone realistically can be a paleontologist, which is one of the things, again, that I love to tell people. I did it on accident. What you have to do realistically is you have to get a good amount of people that obviously you have to be very driven. We're out in the middle of nowhere where there's really no rules. And we make deals with landowners and we say, hey, we will dig on your property on this bit of unusable badlands, because most of them are cattle ranchers. And if there's not grass, it's not usable, but it's still a part of their property. We say, we'll dig up fossils and you get this amount and we get this amount. And they'll let us do that.
All right, get
It's
digging,
wonderful.
pigtails.
But that means
I'm playing the part of like a rancher.
You
right?
look like a
I see.
rancher.
And then I'm like, we gotta do what on my dead land? All right.
You're very method right now.
Yeah. All right,
It's like
pigtails. But
Yellowstone meets
yeah.
Jurassic Park.
No monkey
yeah.
business. I better not
Oh.
smell any of that medical marijuana.
Also, if I'm on the team, if I find some T-Rex teeth,
you're
I'm
pocketing
not,
them, yeah.
I'm not telling the rancher nothing.
Yeah, this guy steals.
I did all the work.
He's a real.
This guy didn't even know what was here.
You're a real generational huckster, as I call you.
So, which fossils are you allowed to keep? Obviously, if you make a deal with someone, but once you split that, are you allowed to take them? Are there certain fossils that you have to turn in because of some sort of significance? If you find something that's actually significant.
That's why Maisie did a report, dude. That's really
For sure.
why.
No,
that
absolutely.
is why they said to do that.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, it depends. I mean, because I'm a part of a really great group of people, we really value having specimens accessible. So in science, if I want to do a research paper on any dinosaur, realistically, I have to be able to go to an institution, get an access number, and I want to be able to study that thing, and it has to be accessible for 10, 15 years so that anyone else can go back and review my information, make sure it's still up to date. And so anything that we find that is even semi-scientifically important, we try to get it into institutions because that's a really valuable part of paleontology. If I have a bone that's mutated, it's a triceratops that has 75 horns, and I decide to keep that in my garage, nobody ever knows about it, and nobody can ever know about it. No one can ever study it. So getting things that are important into an institution is so important.
Oh, my neighbors will know about it.
Yeah.
I'll tell them.
Yeah, for sure. You're drinking. Yeah, you'll be like, come in here, get my garage, let me shut the door. I'm going to show
Hey,
you.
whoever walks by, I'm showing them.
And when you're riding it with a cowboy hat on, you're like, from the chat room, this is from our buddy Concrete Mike, who I know you love.
Yeah.
He said, site development company was digging a retention pond in Lee Vista back 20 years ago. Had to go down 40 feet. They hit an oyster bed at around 30. They got through the bed at 35 feet, and then they found a dinosaur vertebrae. They stopped digging and covered it back up so the job site didn't get shut down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on, there's no dinosaurs in Florida? Mac just said, is there, like,
Yeah,
but
I
is
don't
there
know.
some buried, like, you know...
Yeah, it could have been a whale man.
I
A
vote to
baby
uncover
whale
him.
man.
You found some old
You
cow
were
bones.
drunk, Mike. He was in there digging. He didn't know what he
Hey,
found.
by the way, you think these construction workers could recognize a dinosaur vertebrae?
Hey, man, that's a T-Rex vertebrae if I ever done seen one.
They just found some bones, and then someone screamed out a dinosaur. I know construction workers. Come on, Mike. I'm sorry, Mac.
No, it's
Don't
all
listen to our listeners. My God.
But more Mac, less Mike.
Why do I have 3D glasses?
Oh, these are the coolest things. So we have these around.
Oh, don't put those
especially-
on.
Yeah, lasers actually come out of those. No, these are really, really cool. We have these especially around the holidays. When you put them on, it actually kind of creates almost like a prism effect. We know the Pink Floyd album.
Yes.
You can look at them if you look at usually Christmas lights. Those are very useful right now, and all of our dinosaurs are wrapped in lights. It actually kind of projects little light T-Rexes all around. They're really cool. We have them in our gift shop right now.
Cute. Thank you.
For sure.
And this is for watching the dino and lights every half an hour when the light display goes off. Then you put your glasses on, and then it creates like a better visual experience, right?
Oh yeah, it's really cool. I have been working at the Science Center for almost 5 years now, and every single time those lights go on and the sounds start to go up, I try to see if I can make my way into the exhibit hall just to watch. It's magical.
Yeah.
So, Mac,
I love stuff like
I'm
that.
sure you saw the story about them finding a dinosaur embryo that was completely intact recently. It was in China, I believe. And so every time I see stories like that, just because we all grew up, watching, you probably didn't, you're too young, but, Jurassic Park, and them being able to extract some DNA from a dinosaur, like in that, movie.
Do
it's from
younger
the-
people think Jurassic Park sucks?
I don't know. Yeah, what do you think about Jurassic Park,
No,
Mac?
well,
Because
here's-
you're
here's the
younger,
thing.
and when we got it, just so you know, as the oldest here, it's
probably the coolest thing
I'm
in the
pretty
world.
sure I'm old, 49. When I got Jurassic Park, it was dope. You got full gold, Goldblum. You're getting the whole. You're getting a Newman.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing,
Yeah.
and it was there was nothing like it, and it was like finally somebody did the dinos right, man. They
They-
did it.
they
No,
were-
they didn't. They
Yeah.
didn't do it
There
right.
was
Major dino love with that. Yes, lots of clever girls.
There was
yeah.
rumors in Miami that the brontosauruses were real because
Yeah.
there was no way technology could create that.
In the South, we are in the
that was
South.
the first CGI we've
Yeah.
ever seen.
In the South, we call it trickery. We're like, they got trickery.
Like, you don't understand, Mac, how much that blew young Tom Van's mind
My
as a
dad
kid
loved
of
it.
watching CGI for the first time.
The doo-doo scene in Jurassic Park. I think my dad exploded. My dad thought this was the greatest thing in the world. He's like,
There's
"Oh."
a Nokia in there.
But anyway, did you like it when you saw it, or is it the kind of?
I think
Lame.
the first time that I saw it, I was probably 4, and so it was actually the scariest thing I'd ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
yeah.
But it's still an incredible movie. It's one of my favorite movies, mainly because of how much it inspired paleontology to like really kick into gear.
There you go.
It's a great movie. It's also very interesting. It's one of the, for the time, best depictions of dinosaurs that weren't movie monsters. However, when you get on the other side of things and it's not just a movie and it's actually like a textbook, there are some inconsistencies, but it's still great. It's an incredible movie again.
Our buddy Christine, who likes like cryptics and stuff like that, like she's into this in dinos and fossils, and she agrees. It's like, I think if you're in that world, just because of what it did, like you said, just because it was so massive and what it did for even where we are now, you have to tip your hat to it and be like, yeah, that's a big deal.
Absolutely.
They sell a replica Barbasol can that it opens up, and then you can put little vials in it. And every time I see it on the internet, I almost buy it. Me too. Because I was like, I wanted that when I was a kid so bad.
Yeah.
But then I was like, don't buy it. You
idiot. Yeah. There's
like,
so many
Crystal's gonna
things
get
I
so
want to
mad.
buy. I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Any Game of Thrones sword replica. Any one. It doesn't matter. Good, bad.
Jon Snow sword?
Oh, that's the real one you want. Or a needle? Oh my God. I'd kill for a needle.
So, Mac, do you think that sometime in the future we will have the technology to take, because they're
doing this now. They're
we
playing
have
with this
DNA
now.
we have DNA of dinosaurs. They found fossils with skin and hair and things like that preserved. So with that, I mean, I don't know how damaged the DNA is, but like, let's say in the future you're able to repair it in some way, and now we have a dinosaur DNA.
Hey man, throw that DNA in AI.
and then do you think it would ever be possible to actually recreate a dinosaur and birth a dinosaur in the future using its DNA and things like that? I mean, could this be possible? Would you like to see that happen?
I am an outlier in paleontology, where I am one of the only paleontologists that I know that never wants to see a living dinosaur. I think it's a little slippery slope.
Yeah.
If we could make T-Rex, we'd have them on I-4, and I don't need that in my daily commute, okay?
Yeah, I would definitely have a self-driving T-Rex.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of work to be done while we are able to get, there was a tick fossilized in amber that we were able to get some semblance of, like, just honestly more proteins than anything out of, and it's from a dinosaur. The problem with that is, even if we get even a tiny segment of DNA, there's so much more that we need. We can't just plug in a frog. It's not going to do that. That's not really how it works. So we would need a mosquito that's this big and has this much blood in it, and we can get all of that that's completing that sequence, and then we would be able to start to work with some things.
So like step one is make a big fat mosquito.
Oh yeah, I actually have this is really cool. I love bringing this around. So this is actually amber. I can hand this to you, and this is in Jurassic Park, where they find that mosquito, where they take all of the basically blood and juices out, and then they kind of fill in the gaps of that frog DNA with dinosaur DNA.
Look how light that is.
Absolutely, yeah.
I would love to make this into a rich old man cane.
For sure, yeah, absolutely.
No, bolo tie. Bolo tie.
Or some sort of
sitting at your throat.
Or some sort of big ring, like you know what I'm saying. Like I've always wanted
a statement ring,
an amber dinosaur mosquito ring.
Yeah, I was on the hunt for a turquoise ring for a while. I wanted people to think I was cool.
So Mac, because we're running out of time, what else? You had some other fossils. Yeah.
Ooh, I have a megalodon tooth. This is really fun because I get to tell people that while we don't have dinosaurs here, we still have some of those movie monsters.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's a real one. That was actually found here in Florida. And we in Florida have
Peace River for sure. It's all in Peace River. I'm telling you.
Feel how dense that is, dude.
Florida has the shark tooth capital of the world in Venice Beach. It is truly difficult. I used to go there all the time as a kid to leave without finding a shark tooth fossil. They're really cool. It's really cool. They're kind of all over the place. It's because of the kind of trails that sharks migrate in, that they basically all pass through there. And so you have teeth that are 20 million years old like that, or you have ones that were just dropped this season.
Can I complain about those shark teeth? I'm actually going to Minnesota Key over the holidays, and there's too many shark teeth. Because my kids will find them, like, we're tired of finding them. We've already found
everywhere.
We already found 30. Like, there are so many that
it's
I'm
almost
like,
like the whole beach is made of shark's teeth.
I'm like, if you knock this down half a peg, then at least they'd be more rare. So it'd be like, oh, I've searched all day and I found one. Like, you can, every handful of sand,
there's a shark tooth in it.
You can, if you examine, because at first you're like, oh, there's none. And like, you have to look really close. close, and then you find these little
I don't
speckled
count
shark
the
teeth.
little ones that look like little letter T's that would be in alphabet soup.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
count that.
yeah.
I don't count
Yeah,
that.
yeah. They need to have. You need
Yeah.
to see.
I need to see that gum line.
Yeah.
Like this one. Like that. That's a big.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
And the megalodon teeth, though, they're rare to find, and every once in a while you'll see like and they'll always like come up on the internet, like in sometime Peace River or over there.
I'm
But, like,
surprised you don't wear one of those out around your neck.
if I found
We'll have
one, for sure I'd. Like I
Yeah.
found a sand dollar there, and it blew my GD mind.
Yeah.
Like I was like a sand dollar.
Was it alive and wet?
No,
or was it
no,
dry?
it was dry.
You ever dried one?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
stink. my dad's like, are you drying sand dollars in my garage, Dan Lee? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, Dad.
So what
He's like,
else
get those the hell out of there.
did you bring us, Mac?
Let's see. Oh, this guy's really fun. This is actually one of my favorite fossils that we have at the Orlando Science Center. This is a trilobite. So it's basically a cockroach that lived in the sea. Now I'm going to take this guy. He's in a little case, but I can take him out. And these guys are silly looking. There were over 10,000 species of them, and they lived under the water. Any place where there was warm water, these guys would be scuttling around. They're some of the first like large kind of groups of predators that we had. There were some that were feet long, and there were some that are smaller than your pinky nail. Absolutely tiny. These guys had these awesome eye stalks, and one of the reasons paleontology is so valuable is because actually, when I came into contact with that fossil for the first time, those eye stalks weren't there. So all of that is actually reconstruction that I was
Whoa.
able to do as a part of the Science Center and kind of help restore these fossils.
That's cool, man.
I know, it's really awesome. This thing is hundreds of millions of years old. So to be able to kind of restore it to its original beauty is cool.
You know what's so badass about that? When you look at these type of creatures, you can see where science fiction authors and creators have gone in, and maybe they were like Mac at one point and they were obsessed with dinosaurs, and then they take the way that certain things look and steal it for their own, it loosely inspired by, right?
Yeah.
But like you can look at that and say like, oh yeah, I see every alien in any alien movie, like the way that they maybe like shelf the scaling of the animal or whatever. They just steal and borrow from real stuff, which is really cool.
And like the oceans were full of those kinds of ocean scavengers. They just scavenged
Absolutely.
the bottom of the ocean, and it was some of like the first actual like vertebrae or like ocean creatures on planet Earth, right?
Yeah, so these guys are arthropods. So just kind of honestly, they really are like underwater roaches. But trilobites and ammonites, which I also have an ammonite, I'll throw this around real fast. They were some of the most prevalent creatures that lived in the ocean. There were millions and millions and millions and millions of them everywhere. Those also had over 10,000 individual species, and they were anywhere there was warm water, which was the majority of the planet.
Tell me that doesn't look sci-fi to you.
This would be a good decoration for my bathroom because, like every Florida real man, my bathroom is ocean themed.
Oh, what's an ocean shadow box? You gotta have an ocean shadow box.
For sure.
Yeah, when
Gotta
you
put
walk
the
in
sand
there.
dollar in there.
Oh, well, this man's obviously commandeered America's Fury. Or no, you used to have the sailboat. You used to have America's Cup in there.
Oh yeah,
I made fun of that. I was like, America's Cup. Who do you think you are?
It's an ocean themed bathroom. It
Yeah.
tells
Nautical. Put
everybody
some
you're
nautical flags in
fancy.
there. Yeah.
Well, Mac, Jeff, thanks so much for coming by. Again, Dinos and Lights, the Fossil Fest is going on December 27th and 28th.
Get your family down there. Have some fun, man.
Yeah. And like Mac did, Orlando Science Center is a great
Light the
place
fuse,
to
right?
find some inspiration for our future passion.
I honestly
know?
can't believe you just signed up, and then you're like, a couple weeks later,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
dig. You're finding all this stuff. Off to the races. This is what I like now.
Absolutely.
That's
I've been on many dig seasons since, and this is the place to do that. Come see me. I always have fossils, especially ones that I've been able to dig up.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out there every second I possibly
chat
can.
room
especially
loves
during
you,
Fossil Fest.
and many of the people in the chat room met you.
I'm not surprised,
at
yeah.
the beer fest, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. They knew her from the beer fest.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was there too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, people like you, so you're doing a great job. Thank you for being here, guys. Jeff,
Yeah, thanks
always
for
a-
having us. Yeah.
Happy holidays to both of you
Thank
guys.
you.
Merry Christmas and all of that.
Yeah.
Anything else, buddy?
Again, osc.org, and we'll be right back.
We're still on YouTube and Twitch.